If you're planning a walk on a beach day between Trevone and Harlyn, one thing decides whether it's relaxed or more hassle than it needs to be. It's the tide timing. Get it right and the whole day flows. Get it wrong and Trevone can feel like it's been taken back by the sea when you want to use it. This is North Cornwall, using Trevone as the start and finish, and the southwest coast path as the link to Harlyn Beach. The day goes in the order it actually happens. Park at Trevone, walk out to Harlyn, stop there for a bit, then come back the same way. It's a dry day with mostly clear views and a light haze that softens the distance. There's a decent swell on with fairly large waves, so the sea has a steady presence in the background. It's one of those outings that feels unusually quiet with hardly anyone around. The aim here is practical, what it's really like on the ground, where it's easy, where it catches you out, and how to make it fit your plan. Arriving at Trevone, the first thing you notice is how much the tide shapes the place. When the tide's in, the usual sand can shrink right down to the point where it can feel that there's basically no beach at all. That changes the feel from settling for hours to more of a tighter, cove-like stop where space is limited. Once you commit to the coast path, the walking is generally kind. Most of the stretch is well maintained. Underfoot is firm more often than not, and it doesn't feel like a constant scramble. Recent rain does leave its mark though. Water runs off the fields above and collects in low points. That's where you get mud and puddles formed from the runoff. There often isn't much choice but to walk through them because the edges can be just as messy. Once you've settled into it, the route settles into what it does best. It feels open and airy, even with a slight haze. The air is that salty edge that sits with you as you move. With the swell up, the rhythm of the waves becomes part of the pace of the walk. On a quiet day like this, you'll also notice how people tend to use the path. Walkers often bunch near the obvious access points, then thin out quickly once they're a few minutes in. It turns into a calm, spread out flow with everyone moving at their own pace. Between Trevone and Harlyn, the Trevone Natural Sea Pool is the first proper "this is why people come" moment. It looks great and it adds a real destination feeling into the middle of the walk. The catch is that it isn't easy to reach. The climb down is steep and awkward, and it doesn't feel like a casual step off the route. I slipped over here and it hurt. It's the sort of place where going slowly is the difference between a good stop and a painful one. Back on the path, it returns to the same pattern, mostly firm ground with the odd messy patch where water is collected. Keeps you paying attention without turning it into hard work. The breeze can feel mild one minute and a bit sharper the next as the line of coast changes. And the swell stays present, steady and constant, without needing the day to be busy to feel alive. As you approach Harlyn, the mood shifts. Harlyn is more set up for a classic beach day. It carries that family and surf feel. It tends to absorb people better because it's used to being used. Arriving at Harlyn is the second big payoff of the day. It's a natural place to stop and take a breather. It's It's also a good point to pause and decide how long you want to stay. For me, this place is tied to my childhood. My aunt and uncle had a farm up the road, and my parents would drop me here for a few hours while they visited. It's a memory that comes back easily. And this beach was probably where I first experienced surfing. After the pools at Harlyn, the return walk starts. It's the same route back, but it doesn't feel a repeat. On the way out, you're heading towards something. On the way back, you're more settled, and the coast feels like company rather than a goal. The sea keeps its steady rhythm, and it stays in your ears even when you stop thinking about it. The air can cool a touch as the day moves on, and the breeze can feel cleaner and sharper. The muddy runoff sections are still there on the return, and this is where people often get caught out. Tension drops near the end, but the ground stays mixed. If it's been wet recently, keep a bit of focus for those last low points. Nearing Trevone again, tide timing comes back to the front of the experience. Trevone is very tidal. When the tide is in, there can be basically no beach to speak of. Instead, it becomes a tighter finish when the sea takes up the space you might have planned to use. There's a stream running through the middle which can change the sand underfoot. The sand can be very soft in places, the sort that gives way and saps energy at you as you cross. A lovely spot when it lines up, but it rewards realistic expectations at the end of the day. If you're carrying a lot of gear and the trade-off is simple, the walk to Harlyn is fine as a walk. But it's a different thing when you're loaded up, and Trevone on the wrong tide won't give you much sand back for the effort. Both Trevone and Harlyn have options for food and drink if you want to turn this into more than a straight walk. Harlyn has more choices. There are toilets at both, which keeps the day relaxed. The car parks at both are the usual story, and there isn't much you can do about that if you don't want to pay. Once the practical bits are handled, what's left is the simplest truth of the day. It's a really pleasant walk. It feels open, bracing and calm, especially when it's this quiet. If you want proper sand time at Trevone, tide timing is the main constraint to plan around. If Trevone is just your start and finish point, the tide matters less because the walk does the heavy lifting. If the Trevone Natural Sea Pool is a must-go, go in expecting a steep, awkward descent and keep it deliberate. If you're carrying lots of gear and want easier beach logistics, Harlyn generally fits that better, with the walk as a bonus. This stretch often feels quieter on foot than the access point suggests, but people tend to spread out once they're moving. Trevone rewards good timing more than most because the tide can change in the whole feel of the finish. This day suits anyone who wants a straightforward coast path walk with a clear destination and a proper pools at the far end. For people who like fresh air and space with a sea present the whole day. Works well if you want practical basics covered like toilets at both ends and food and drink options nearby. It also suits surfers and anyone with a soft spot for Harlyn's feel. The key is fit and timing, not forcing it. Treat the tide as the anchor for the day, except a few muddy sections after rain, and everything else tends to fall into place. You finish with that steady, satisfied feeling you get after a walk that's been generally pleasant rather than demanding. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, cheers you.